Oh shit.
You do it every
Angled
time.
like really far up. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Bobby and this is my best friend Sunny. She's demonstrating for me while I'm injured and can't really do much right now. Yeah. This is my yoga for cyclists class. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of stretches and stuff for cyclists. But it's also going to be Libra themed because Libra season starts today, and Sunny's also a Libra, and I'm a Libra moon. So, yeah, Libras are awesome. And yeah, so if you have blocks, you can grab 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, like a book about this size would work. If you don't have like a book like that, that's fine. You don't need blocks. It's just good to have them if you do. And then if you have a blanket, you can use a blanket too for like underneath your knees and stuff. And in place of blocks, you can also use like a pillow or bolster or something. Yeah, we're going to get started in child's pose, but with our knees together. So big toes come to touch and the knees come together. Reach the forehead down towards the earth and the arms out in front of you. You can keep the arms out in front of you if you want, or bring them back behind towards your feet to give your shoulders a little rest. We are going to be doing a lot of upper body stuff today, so it might be good to just relax the shoulders right away. Begin to slow the breath down. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Making the inhales as long as the exhales, and the exhales as long as the inhales. You can even add in your Ujjayi breath if you have that in your practice by constricting the back of the throat, kind of like you're making a ha sound with the lips closed. That'll make the breath a little more audible. So maybe make it easier for you to focus on your breath and let go of anything else. Let go of whatever happened before you came to your mat. And let go of anything that might happen after. Allow yourself to be present. And keep taking deep, even breaths, just as you are, letting go of any thoughts, clearing the mind, becoming more centered in. I'm going to talk a little bit about Libra. The symbol of Libra are the scales of justice. You may have seen them. They're just like 2 old school scales. Planet associated with Libra is Venus, also known as the planet of beauty and love. The element associated with this sign is air. Body parts associated with this sign are the lower back and kidneys. We're going to be stretching out that lower back a lot today, which is why I had you specifically start in child's pose with the knees together, because it stretches out the lower back a little more. The quality of this sign is cardinal, so there's 3 different qualities in the zodiac: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Cardinal signs start every season, so they're starting off fall, and they are the leaders and the idea people of the zodiac. Colors associated with this sign are pastels. And the mantra for today is I relate. Keywords associated with this sign are tactful, social, harmony, charming, lovable, fair, sincere, romantic, commitment, partnership, equality, and balance. Stop. Libra season is a time to regain your footing in relationships and seek more balance in your everyday lives. Now is also a great time to really get involved with like the BLM movement if you haven't been already. Whether it's going to a protest donating to the BLM organization or even just donating supplies for the protests, because Libras are all about equality and stuff, and we want equality for everyone. So it's a good time to really get involved with that if you haven't already, or stay involved in it. This is also a time to treat yourself to some self-care remedies like a bubble bath, face masks, or even dressing up for yourself to really tune into that Venus energy. So take a few more deep breaths here in your child's pose. And then when you're ready, you can blink the eyes open and begin to lift up onto your hands and knees, moving down through knees, chest, chin. So lift up through it to your hands and knees through cat. First through cat. Here, I can't really explain it, so I'm just gonna do it with one leg. Okay, so from child's pose, you're gonna round up through the spine through cat, then lower knees, chest, chin, lift up, cobra, and then move back, child's pose, through cat, knees, or heart, chest, knees, chest, chin, cobra. One last time, back through child's pose. Lift up through your cat pose. Lower down, chest and chin. Lift the heart, cobra on an inhale. Exhale up to your tabletop position. Go back to your cobra. And then lower down to your Sphinx pose. So bring the forearms out in front of you, underneath the shoulders. Lift the heart, roll the shoulder blades down the back. And breathe here for a moment. Press into the tops of the feet. Lengthen the tailbone back behind you. I'm going to take this pose too. And you can stay right here. Maybe bend one knee and reach back for start with the right foot. Right foot with the right hand. Try to square the shoulders off to the top of the mat as best you can. Keep lengthening the tailbone back and breathe into the front of that thigh. Exhale, release, and switch sides. Press into the right forearm, reach back with the left hand for the left foot. Try to square the shoulders off to the top of your mat and breathe here. I'm really happy I can do quad stretches on this side again. I wasn't able to for a while. Release that foot down. And then from here, we're going to come back up onto the knees. Lift the hips up high, but melt the heart down. So into your puppy pose. You have a weird transition. I wanted to switch things up a little bit. So either the forehead is on the earth or the chest and the chin if you live in a more open body. Really getting into that heart space, opening up the heart a little bit. I have my heart chakra candle lit because I felt like that was the chakra that best associated with Libra. Anywho, from your puppy pose, come back up to your hands and knees. Bring the hands right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Press into the palms. Inhale to lift the heart, lift the hips, let the belly sink. Exhale, round the spine, really pull the belly in. Inhale, lift up to your cow pose. And then exhale, round the spine to your cat. And keep doing this with your own breath, using your breath to guide your movements. And then on your next inhale, come to your neutral tabletop position. Reach the right leg back about hip height. Flex the toes down towards the ground. And then inhale the left arm out in front of you. As you exhale, round the spine, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale to extend. Stay here. Or bend the back knee. You can stay here or reach the left hand back for the right foot. Kick the foot into the hand and lift the heart, tiger pose. So already starting off with some balancing poses. We're gonna, instead of doing a lot of standing balancing poses, we're gonna do more on our arms today. And exhale, release. You can release the knee back down and then lift the left arm up towards the sky. I'm gonna inhale. As you exhale, start to thread it underneath the right arm, but don't come all the way down. And then inhale, extend it back up. Exhale, thread it under, not all the way. Inhale, back up. And last time, thread it under, this time coming all the way down to your left shoulder, left side of the face. Right hand can stay in front of the face, or maybe it walks out long in front of you, or wraps behind the low back. Breathe here. While I grab my water. And then bring that right hand back in front of the face if it's not there already. Press into the palm and inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, release it back down. And then we'll do that all on the other side. So inhale, left leg reaches back behind you about hip height, toes point down towards the ground. Inhale the right arm out in front of you. And then exhale, knee to elbow, really round the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale to extend. Bend the left knee. Either stay here or reach back for your foot or ankle with your right hand. Kick the foot into the hand and lift the heart up towards the sky. Breathe here. Keep the belly engaged to protect that low spine. And then carefully release everything back down. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, begin to thread it underneath. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, start to thread under. One last time, inhale up. Exhale, thread it all the way under, coming onto the right shoulder, right side of the face. Spin the heart open. Left hand can stay where it is, or reach out long in front of you, or wrap behind the low back. Breathe here. Really spinning that heart open. Exhale, release that left hand back in front of the face if it's not there already. Press into the palm and inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lower. Walk the hands about a handprint in front of where they were. And then tuck the toes underneath. Lift the hips up and back to your first downward facing dog. Start to pedal through the feet a little bit, warming up your down dog. Eventually finding stillness for a moment. Breathe here. If you feel like your spine is rounding forward, you can bring a deep bend into the knees so you really find that nice long spine that you're looking for in this pose. When you're ready, bend the knees, look forward, and step the feet to the top of your mat. Feet land right underneath the hips. Let the body hang over the legs. Maybe clasp opposite elbows. Maybe find a little movement here. Let the head and neck relax completely. And you can always have bent knees here. You don't need to have perfectly straight legs. And when you're ready, if you clasped elbows, release the hands down to the mat. Bring a deep bend into the knees and slowly start to roll up through the spine. Coming all the way up to stand Tadasana, mountain pose. On and in, or from here, bend the right knee and bring it into the right hand for a standing quad stretch. So bend the right knee towards the left knee, squeeze them in towards one another, lengthen the tailbone down. Really just stretch out the right quad for a moment. Then when you're ready, keep the right leg lifted, but let go of it with your hand. Start to bend through the front knee and reach the right foot back behind you, coming into your lunge. And you can lower the back knee down. And inhale, lift the arms up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Let the hips sink down, but keep squeezing the thighs towards one another. Lengthen the tailbone down. Lift the heart up. And then from here, on an exhale, lower the hands down and shift the hips back, half splits. Work towards straightening the front leg and flex those left toes up towards the sky. On your next inhale, bend through the front knee, lift the heart up, plant the right hand down, and then inhale the left arm up towards the sky. You can stay right here or bend the back knee and reach back for your foot or ankle for a quad stretch. Carefully release the back foot. If you grabbed it, keep reaching that left arm up towards the sky. And then from here, start to kick the back foot to the right edge of your mat, and then step the right foot back behind you, aligning the right knee with right knee with the arch of the left foot, your modified side plank. You can stay here or maybe lift that back leg up about hip height. Keep flexing through the toes, really squeeze everything in towards the midline. And then lower that back foot down. Start to spin yourself over to your plank with the right leg lifted. So, come into the plank, left arm underneath.
Like side plank?
No, regular plank, but with the right leg lifted.
Oh, right leg lifted.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And and then reach that right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the. That is the. I don't know why I can't get my lefts and rights today. Bend the right knee, open up the hip, stack right hip on top of left. Maybe do a couple leg circles in both directions. And then when you're ready, straighten that leg, square off the hips. Take an inhale. As you exhale, cross right knee under towards the left tricep. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under once again. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under. Maybe straighten that right leg, coming into fallen triangle. You can lower it down. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Press the hips up, open up the heart. And then when you're ready, make your way back to your three-legged dog. You can keep that right leg lifted or lower it and move through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here. And then whenever you're ready, you can bend the knees, look forward, either step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Kind of. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then bend the left knee, reach back for your left foot with your left hand for a little bit of a quad stretch. Squeeze the knees in towards one another so they're not splaying out to the sides, and lengthen the tailbone down. And when you're ready, you can release that foot, but keep it lifted. Start to bend through the front knee and reach the left foot back behind you, coming into your low lunge. Lower the back knee. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Anjaneyasana. Squeeze the inner thighs towards one another and lengthen the tailbone down. Lift the heart up. On your next exhale, lower the hands and shift the hips back to your half splits. Working towards straightening the front leg. Toes flex up towards the sky. Breathe into the back of that right leg. Then on an inhale, bend through the front knee, lift the heart. Left hand plants and right arm lifts on an inhale. You can stay right here. Maybe bend the back knee, reach back for your foot for a quad stretch. Wherever you're at, really spin the heart open and roll the shoulder blades down the back. Carefully release that back foot if you had it. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. And then kick the left foot out towards the left edge of your mat. And then step the right foot back behind you. Align the knee with the arch of the back foot. Modified side plank. And you can stay here with the right foot on the ground, or maybe lift that right leg up about hip height. Really flex through those toes. Engage that lifted leg. Engage the abdomen. Press the hips upward. Exhale to lower that right foot back down. And then make your way to plank with the left leg lifted. And then lift your hips up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe do a couple leg circles in both directions. And then when you're ready, you can straighten that leg, square off the hips. Take an inhale. As you exhale, cross left knee under towards right tricep. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under. One last time. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under. Kick the left leg out towards the right. Lower your foot down. Spin the back heel down. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Fallen triangle. Really press those hips up. And then carefully make your way back to your three-legged dog with your left leg lifted. You can keep it lifted or lower it and move through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here. Maybe taking a few exhales out through the mouth to release any tension. And then when you're ready, bend the knees, look forward, either step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Exhale to fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, find length in the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, bend the right knee. Reach for your right foot with the right hand, beginning with a quad stretch. Knees squeeze in towards one another, tailbone lengthens down. And then when you're ready, reach the left hand out in front of you, palm facing down. Kick the right foot into your hand, lift it as high as you can until you can't lift any higher, and then begin to lower the chest. Find your drishti and a point in front of you to focus on that's not moving. Dancer. And then from here, start to bend into that standing leg. And you can release that back foot, making your way into your high crescent lunge, arms lifted. Lengthen the tailbone down, squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. And then from here, step that back foot. Okay, bring the hands to frame the front foot. Step that back leg up into your standing splits. I meant to do this before we moved into this, but I forgot. From your standing splits, you can stay right here. Maybe practice a couple handstand hops, challenging your balance a little bit on your arms. And you don't have to find air like that. You can just keep doing your handstand hops. Do one more. We're going to do one more handstand hop. Okay, two more.
Yeah, ready.
Two more. No, that's okay. Okay, then step that right foot back to your high lunge. Arms lift up overhead. And then from here. Damn it, I did it wrong again. Alright. Bring your hands back down through your vinyasa. Alright. Three-legged dog. Bend it. Yeah, actually do this. Just do this here. Okay, lift. Bend the left knee. Open up the hip. You can stay right here, or maybe that left foot starts to get really heavy and flips you over to the right side of your mat. Hips lift, heart lifts. Wild thing. You can stay in if you made it to your wild thing, make your way back to your three-legged dog. Left leg lifted. Take an inhale. As you exhale, cross the left knee under towards the right elbow. Maybe do a push-up. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under. Maybe try a push-up. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under. Maybe bend the arms into your chaturanga, making your way into your Akabata Kundalini 1. Or maybe you just lift up. Maybe you just lay your legs on your arms like a shelf and you're there. Maybe begin to lift the back leg and then maybe the front leg. Then whenever you're ready, make your way back to your three-legged dog, left leg lifted. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step the left foot forward into your high crescent lunge. Plant the right hand, then plant the right hand down. Sorry. No, that's okay. No, keep the back leg lifted. Okay. Sorry. Lift the left arm up towards the sky on an inhale. You can stay, you can't stay here, sir. You could, I guess you could if you
cannot stay here.
Alright, hand to ground. Through the back foot to the outside edge of the back foot. And then maybe step the front foot about halfway back, pointing that left knee out towards the left edge of the mat, modified side plank. You can stay here, maybe step that left foot in front of the right, or maybe stack feet on top of one another. Try to lift the hips up into your side plank. Maybe reach that left arm out in front of you so you can have a nice long line. And then from here, step that left foot forward to the top of your mat into your lunge. And then, step the back foot in, like halfway. Start to square off the hips, so ground through that back heel. Square off the hips, straighten that front leg, and fold into your pyramid. The next side will be a lot better. Cueing. It's a lot harder to teach yoga classes when you can't physically do them for me. Alright. From here, inhale halfway left, find length in the spine. Reach the left arm forward. It's the right arm. Reach the right arm forward. And then plant it down either to the inside or outside of that front foot. Then reach the left arm up towards the sky. Revolved triangle. Take a few breaths here. It's a pretty challenging balance pose. That's why I added it in. All right, and then look down towards the ground. Reach those right fingertips out in front of you. Right finger. No, keep that left arm lifted. We're moving into revolved half moon.
Oh.
So step the right hand out in front of the foot, about 6 to 12 inches. Then lift the back leg up about hip height. Keep that left leg engaged. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. Find your drishti. And then step that right foot forward to meet the left. Fold over the legs. Fold over the legs. Sorry. And then, sorry. No, you're good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Alright, so I'm not actually going to do it the way we planned it. It's still going to include everything, so you're going to be even on both sides. It's just going to be in a different order. That makes more sense. Okay, so start out with your quad stretch with the left leg lifted. Squeezing the knees towards one another. Lengthen the tailbone down. Then start to kick that left foot into the left hand and reach the right fingertips out in front of you, making your way into your dancer pose. Then from your dancer, you're going to make your way into your standing splits. So lower both hands down, release that lifted leg, square off the hips, and lift that left foot up as high as you can get it. Now you can stay right here or maybe practice your handstand hops again. I want to practice because I can do this side. Keep practicing your handstand hop. Maybe you catch airtime and maybe you don't. Whatever you do is fine. And then from here, maybe move through your vinyasa. Inhale. So you can kick back like we just did. Inhale to your upward dog and then exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Lift which leg did we do before? The right leg?
Yeah.
Okay, so lift the left leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. And I think we did that.
No, we did this.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
right leg up towards the sky. Cross arm. Scatterbrain today. Okay, and I'm really good. Alright. Bend the knee, open the hip, and you can stay here or maybe flip yourself over into your wild thing. Lift the hips up, reach the heart up. And then if you made it to your wild thing, it's okay if you didn't. Carefully make your way back to your three-legged dog with the right leg lifted. Straighten the leg and square off the hips. Take an inhale. As you exhale, cross right knee under towards left tricep. Maybe do a push-up. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under again. Maybe get another push-up in. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under. Start with your push-up. Make a shelf for your front leg. And then maybe you begin to kick up one leg, the back leg, and then maybe straighten the other leg. And it's okay if you don't make it there. You can just practice these motions to get there. And then when you're ready, carefully make your way back to your three-legged dog with the right leg lifted. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step the right foot through in between the hands. Lift up to your high crescent lunge on an inhale. Arms reach up. Inner thighs squeeze towards one another. Tailbone lengthens down. Then from here, exhale, plant the left hand down. The right arm reaches up towards the sky. And then from here, ground through the back foot to the outside edge of the back foot. And then maybe step that front foot about halfway back. Keep lifting the hips up. Maybe you go back further, stepping right foot in front of the left foot. Or maybe you stack one foot on top of the other. Side plank. Really lift those hips up as high as you can get them. Maybe reach the right arm out in front of you, palm facing down, making a nice line long of energy. Wait, long line of energy. And then when you're ready, take the top leg and step it forward to the top of your mat into your lunge pose. Then step the back foot in slightly. Nope. Step the back foot in slightly, about halfway. Ground through the heel. Spin those left toes forward at about a 45-degree angle so you can square off the hips. And then straighten that front leg, or work towards straightening it. Exhale to fold over that leg, pyramid pose. And you can always have blocks underneath the hands here if you need, if you have tired hamstrings. And then on your next inhale, lift up halfway. Reach the left fingertips out in front of you. And then plant the left hand down either to the inside of that front foot or the outside. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. Keep squaring the hips off. Revolved triangle. Reaching back down through that back heel. Right arm up. And when you're ready, bring the gaze down towards the earth. Walk the left hand out in front of the right leg, about 6 to 12 inches. Plant the palm. And then inhale, lift the leg up about hip height. Really engage the leg. Square off the hips. Spin the heart open. Find your drishti. Revolved half moon. And then exhale, step the left foot forward to meet the right. And fold over both legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then from here, we're going to practice that arm balance that I shortly kind of showed you earlier before, Akapada Vinyasa 1. So, let's start out by moving through our vinyasa to get to down dog. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms in either step. Maybe lightly hop back to your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, from here, we're going to start, let's lift the right leg up first. Three-legged dog. And then we're going to do that thing like we did earlier. So shoulders come over wrists. We cross right knee towards left elbow. Then you start to bend the elbows back like you're in chaturanga. And you might just stay here making a shelf. Or maybe with your arms. Or maybe you start to lift that back leg up. Try to keep the gaze out in front of you. That'll help you from falling forward. And then maybe you straighten the other leg. Awesome. And it's okay if you lose your balance and fall on your face a little bit. At least you're close to the floor, so you won't be so bad. It takes practice. So yeah, now we'll do that on the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, cross it underneath. Shoulders over wrist. Start to bend into the elbows, straight back like chaturanga. Make a shelf with that for that left leg. And maybe lift the back leg. And then maybe you begin to straighten the other leg. And it's okay if neither of the legs lift. You can just keep working on moving your weight forward into your arms, practicing holding your weight in your arms and balancing on your arms. And then when you're ready, make your way back to your downward facing dog. And then lower the knees to the earth, big toes touch, make your way into child's pose. So you can have your knees wider together, whatever feels best in your body. The arms reach out in front of you. Then maybe wrap the arms back behind you, just to give them a break. We did do a lot of stuff in the arms today. But it's a good thing cyclists really need to work on upper body strength too, since we do so much with our legs. It's good to take a break from working out the legs and working out the arms instead. And I wanted to do balancing postures, but I did a lot of balancing poses last week on the feet, so I wanted to switch it up a little bit. But you gotta do balancing poses for Libra because they're all about finding balance. So take a few more deep breaths in your child's pose. Feel the heartbeat start to slow down. Feel the breath start to slow down. And feel the sweat, hopefully you're sweating, start to cool off the body. And when you're ready, you can reach the arms back out in front of you if you brought them behind towards your feet. Walk the hands in, come to sit up on the heels. And then just move the feet off to one side so you can kick the legs out in front of you. From here, we're gonna do scale pose. So it's takes a lot of core work. If you have blocks, I recommend starting out with blocks at first. If you don't, that's totally fine. You don't need them. It just makes it a little easier. So for scale pose, actually I'm going to shift this face this way. Okay. So you're going to come either into just a cross-legged seat, or you can come into your lotus pose. Actually, I don't think I can do that yet. So I'm just going to do a cross-legged seat. And if you have lotus pose, you can come into lotus pose. You're going to bring, if you have blocks, you're going to bring the hands to, you can either bring them right on top of the box or bring them to the front edge of the blocks. Then you're going to begin to lift the butt up. If you got that, maybe lift the feet, or maybe lift one foot and then the other foot. Really squeeze everything in, round the spine like cat pose, and balance. Pull the belly button in. And then once you've tried it on this side, let's do it 3 times on one side. You can also do it without the blocks. It makes it a little more challenging to lift yourself up. Lower back down. We'll do one more time on this side. So spread through the fingertips. Lift the hips, maybe the feet. It's actually easier to lift the feet up if you have your lotus pose in your practice. All right, now we're going to switch the cross of our legs. So I had the left foot in front. Let's see. I might be. I can't. Okay, I need to stop. I'm going to hurt my knee if I keep doing that. All right. So either hands on the blocks or on the floor. Lift the butt. Maybe one foot, maybe the other foot. Squeeze everything in. Round the spine. Remember to breathe. Exhale, lower. All right. 2 more times. Press into the palms. Lift. Lower down. One last time. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lift. And lower. Whew. And then from here, reach the legs out in front of you. Once again, you can move any props that you were using off to the side. And then bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet onto the earth. Bring the hands behind the thighs. Heart lifts. You can stay right here. Or maybe begin to bring the shins parallel to the earth. Keep lifting the heart. Pull the belly in. Maybe release the arms out in front of you. Maybe straighten the legs. Navasana, boat pose. Another balancing pose. This time balancing on our butts. On an inhale, you lower to hover. Squeeze everything in. Take a few deep breaths here. We're almost done with core work. And then exhale, lower everything down. From here, we're going to do a few back bends. So we did a couple heart openers. But if you're not ready to go into a deep back bend yet, I'll give you 3 options. So just watch the options first. First option is going to be supported bridge. Bringing a block or some pillows or something underneath the sacrum. Hips lift. And knees, feet are parallel, aligned. Oh, my back just cracked.
Oh, I heard that.
Like really crazy. It was weird.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. So feet are right on hips width distance apart. Knees are not splitting out towards the sides to make sure they're coming in towards one another. And then just rest here. If you decide to take this version, you can take it now and stay in it till everyone's done with their back bends. The next option is bridge pose without a block. So arms down by the sides, palms touch the ground, shoulder blades underneath the back. Then you'll lift the hips on an inhale. Maybe interlace the hands. Squeeze the knees towards one another. Do not look from side to side in this pose. And then when you're ready to come out, you'll exhale, upper back, middle back, lower back. Third option, this is only if you feel like your spine is ready. Full wheel pose, so you'll start out like you would bridge, but bring the hands by the ears, fingertips point down towards the shoulders, squeeze those elbows so they're pointing up. Then press up onto the head first, and then all the way up. Really press into the feet to reach that heart forward. And then when you're ready to come down, tuck the chin and lower down how you came into it. All right. So let's do 2 back bends. Okay. So on an inhale, or prepare yourself. Then on an inhale, lift up. Remember to breathe. Knees squeeze towards one another. Exhale, lower everything down. Take a few deep breaths here. Feet wide, knees fall in towards one another. And then when you're ready, one more. Prepare yourself. On an inhale, press up. Exhale, lower everything down. Bring the feet wide. Let the knees fall in towards one another. Take a few deep breaths here, allowing the spine to neutralize. And then bring your arms out to a T or cactus shape. Keep the legs in this position, feet wide, knees together. Take an inhale. As you exhale, let the knees fall to the left, head to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. One last time on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees to the left, head to the right. Inhale, center. Knees to the right, head to the left. Inhale, bring the knees to center. Bring feet about hips width distance apart. Soles of the feet on the earth. Cross right ankle over left thigh. Press the right knee out. Flex through the right toes to protect the knee and ankle joint. You can stay here or begin to bring the legs in towards you. Thread the right arm through and interlace the hands either behind the left thigh or in front of the left shin. Lengthen the tailbone down towards the earth. Keep flexing through those right toes. Maybe use the right elbow to gently nudge that right knee out a little further to deepen the stretch. And then keep the legs in this shape. Release the arms, though, out to a T or cactus shape with the palms facing up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently let the legs fall over to the left side. Head either gazes straight up at the sky or over the right shoulder, whatever feels okay on your neck. Try to lift this right knee up towards the sky, maybe using the left hand to help you. Or you can use your left hand to wrap around the right foot. Breathe into the belly. Inhale, come up through center. Uncross the legs, and then we'll switch sides. So cross left ankle over right thigh. Flex the left toes. Press that left knee out. Stay here or bring the legs in towards you. Thread the left arm through. Interlace hands behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin. Lengthen the tailbone down. Maybe use that left elbow to gently nudge that left knee out. Breathe into that left outer hip. From here, release the arms, but keep the legs in this shape. Bring the arms out to a T or cactus shape. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently let the legs fall over to the right side. Keep the left shoulder grounded. Keep pointing this left knee up towards the sky. Maybe use the right hand to help you. Or maybe this right hand just wraps around the left foot. Gaze is either straight up at the sky or over the left shoulder, whatever feels okay in your body. Send the breath deep into the belly. Inhale the legs back up through center, uncross them, and then bend the knees, soles of the feet reach up towards the sky, knees point towards either shoulder. Hands either come behind the thighs, around the outer calves, outer ankles, peace fingers around big toes, or hands around the outside of the feet. Lengthen the tailbone down. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side. And then maybe you begin to straighten one leg at a time. The other leg. Maybe both legs. Keep lengthening the tailbone down. Press feet into hands and hands back into feet. And then give yourself one last big squeeze the forehead towards the knees. Pull the belly button in. Take a few breaths here. And then exhale through the mouth. Release the legs out long in front of you. Arms down by the sides. Palms face up. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath the back. Tuck the chin slightly so the back of the neck is long. Relax the legs completely so that the heels naturally turn in and toes naturally turn out. Let the eyes close. Relax the face. Relax the forehead. Unclench the jaw. And relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Feel the eyes sink deep into their sockets. Relax the neck. Relax the shoulders. Relax the upper arms, the lower arms, the hands, and each and every finger. Relax the chest, the belly, the entire back, the hips, thighs, the knees, the lower legs, the feet, and every single toe. Feel the breath return to its natural state, releasing any breath control. Still watching your thoughts as they escape you. Keeping a clear mind and staying present in this conscious relaxation, Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen and lengthen the breath. Bring small movements to the fingers and toes. Circle the ankles and wrists. And rock the head from side to side. Reach the arms up overhead, the legs out long in front of you for a nice morning stretch. Then hug the knees into the chest and carefully roll over onto one side. Rest here for a moment. Then whenever you're ready, trying to keep the eyes closed or a soft gaze, carefully make your way up into a comfortable cross-legged seat at the top of your mat. Reclose the eyes if you open them. Sit up nice and tall, taller than you have all day. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch at the top. Exhale through the mouth, hands to heart center. Bow the chin towards the heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for carving this time out of your day to do something good for you. Thank your body for all that it does for you. And I thank you for joining me. And I thank Sunny. I'm going to end with a quote from famous Libra, Mahatma Gandhi. He was born on October 2nd, 1869. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. My wisdom flows from the highest source. I salute that source in you. Let us work together for unity and love. Bring the thumb knuckles up to the third eye space. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Hope you had a good class. Happy Libra season. I would normally be teaching these classes at Crux Chiropractic, but I can't get there right now because of my knee. So I'm hoping to start teaching there again because I should be off crutches on Friday, I hope. And like and follow Crux on Instagram and Facebook. Subscribe to my channel. Join me for my other classes this week, Thursday, Yin and Yang, yoga, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Saturday, energizing Vinyasa flow, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. All Libra themed this week. Let me know if there's anything that you want to work on in my classes, physically or mentally, whatever, and donate if you can. Have a good night. Bye. Choo-choo.